Hang on a second. Can you see him?
So, look, yeah, somebody's walking here. Look,
Is that the dog guy?
I don't know. He looks like a dog guy.
There's a shadow coming up onto the porch.
Yeah.
Yep. Somebody's here. Can you go get him?
Yeah.
God, everybody rings the doorbell over and over when they get here.
Could be the pizza man.
Did anybody order anything? Or tell that guy to stop fucking ringing.
I told my Jibo
Holy
10
shit.
pizzas pronto. So any second now.
Jibo,
Yeah.
I'd like to order a pizza. And then did you get a message from a hot girl and say, Jibo, we better make that for 2. Oh, wait, he's still outside ringing the... No, he's inside now. Hello? Hello? Wait a second. All right. Close the goddamn door. Not you, sorry. Hello, Mr. Guest.
Hello, radio host.
Mike Toland is in the studio.
That would be me.
Did he pronounce that right? He's
Yeah, he
always
did.
fucking people's names.
Oh, no, he got the Irish accent right on that one. So.
Really?
Mike Toland, who came to promote his Pitbull rescue, yeah?
Yes, we also have a dog daycare, though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than rescue. We do pretty much everything except veterinary.
If you would kind of get up on your mic close there for me, thank you. You can adjust it for him if he needs to. I don't know if you're
Me?
comfortable.
No, I have enough trouble with mine, man. You always...
Fucking help him out.
Yeah.
Put it up a little higher.
Yeah, if you, like, okay.
Go ahead. We're a family, in here. We
Just
just
get this
help
up
each
real
other
close,
out.
real quick.
Yeah. So Mike Toland, what's all your shit called? What do you let's introduce yourself here because we've never met before. But nice to meet you,
Nice
by
to
the way.
meet you. Shake that hand
I'm Vinny.
officially.
This is
We got to get... Yeah,
this is
we
the
gotta-
Earthling.
Well, I started 3-hour dog training. I worked for a bunch of dog daycares. I even worked with Andrea over here. Started out with me and Tasha. We just kind of were living in an apartment with 10 rescue dogs at a time.
Who's Tasha? Is that your girlfriend?
She's our girlfriend, and we
Our girlfriend?
Our girlfriend.
You and the dogs?
You and I, buddy. We're sharing. No, no. We met at the dog daycare that Andrea and I worked at. We just kind of got into business on our own, and
Yeah,
that's much better.
There you go.
And yeah, once we started kind of had our own apartment and worked 10 rescue dogs at a time, little aggressive dogs and fearful dogs, and then we got.
So you were doing this out of your apartment?
Yeah, we were self-employed for 3 years, and then we met some clients.
You had to keep that a secret.
It
obviously.
was a very big secret. Yeah, we had 3 dogs of our own. I mean, there was like 15 dogs running around in our downstairs. We lived on a 3rd floor, so downstairs neighbors heard pitter-patter all the time, but luckily we're...
Pitter
You know, I
patter
used
was
to
one of
have
the-
this neighbor that had like 10 dogs. I'm sorry. Did I kill something?
Yeah.
Well, I
was
was
timing
going
thing.
for something.
I was gonna say Pitter Patter was one of the names of your dogs. Never mind.
That would be a good name for a
Asshole.
pit bull.
I was
I
trying to pretend like I was his old neighbor that I was going to get all irate with him. You know what I mean?
Good try.
It would have. Well, good try to you too.
Swing and a miss.
All right. Let's. So you had like an immense passion to do this. Clearly, you're basically. This is like probably the same level of tension you have like selling cocaine. Is like you got 15 fucking pit bulls that you got to keep a secret. Like that's pretty nuts.
Well, that is our secret. I mean, we're constantly on cocaine all the time. I mean,
yeah.
that's how we-
The secret with pit bulls is you got to give them cocaine.
Yeah, I mean that's there's no dog treats. There's just narcotics. I mean, so
Yeah.
no, I mean it's just kind of the same training bullshit you do with Chihuahuas. You just kind of take the stress out of listening to them, and we fixed aggression all the time.
No, I just mean it's in terms of like the secrecy and like you could get kicked out of your apartment, obviously.
Yeah, I
and,
mean, we literally lived in the only place in DuPage County that would let us have a pit bull and a Doberman, and then.
But they didn't know you had fucking.
They didn't know we had
15 of them.
15 of
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
exactly. So we found some clients that were really into what we did, and they helped us open this.
That's like Ace
2-acre.
Ventura. Yeah. Remember how he fucking? Do you have like the key shake when you open the door?
I did not
So,
see
like,
that movie,
signal
but then
them to
Tasha
hide-
made
oh,
me
okay.
watch it. So now I get all these like Baba Booey references. I had no idea what the fuck she was talking about. Now all of a sudden I finally
I don't remember that
understand it.
either.
I don't know. What's,
So I'm not alone here. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was kind of like
I saw that shit when I was like really young, probably 9 in the theater. I remember, and that didn't stick with me very much. I remember that he ate bat shit in the second one.
But much like a cocaine dealer, you have to be like, oh man, we can't let nobody know about this. So you're always like trying to hide that, right?
not so much anymore. It's kind of nice.
Well,
but I mean,
before though.
yeah, back then, it was real interesting trying to do potty breaks in the morning because there'd be like school bus children waiting for their bus stop, and we'd come out with 3 dogs, and I'd be holding 3, Tasha would be holding 3. Half of them were pit bulls, some of them were just kind of like whatever Hinsdale dogs, and we'd go back upstairs after they went to the bathroom. We'd come back, and I'd have 3 more, and she'd have 3 more. This would happen 3 times. So parents are just waiting for their kids to go to the bus, and they're just staring at us. And the kids are kind of oblivious. They would throw sticks to the dogs and stuff. But
I want to just tell you now that You know everybody knew, right?
Oh, and everyone
Okay.
knew, yeah.
Okay, just
Well, I
so
mean,
you
we
know.
were living in
You
some
didn't
pretty
get away with
nasty
it.
areas.
Everybody was just probably really sympathetic.
I mean, I
to
don't
some
think if
shit.
we were, as long as we weren't selling crack, they probably weren't interested in what we had to go. And it was a lot of Section 8 over there. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where were you?
The Ponds in Westmont. Do you know where that is?
No, but it's probably one of those ones that, like, in the 90s, when they tore down the projects in the city, they moved everybody to there.
Pretty much everyone from Cabrini Green, came
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to see, out to Westmont just
For
to
those
see
of
what was
the,
up.
we do have an international audience. So
Huge
for
following, huh?
yeah, for those of our audience who don't understand, in Chicago, a thing happened once upon a time where we had we had very nice, pristine suburban towns. It was like a fairy tale. It was like you grew up. It was like the Stepford Wives. It was like fucking Norman Rockwell. You get the picture. And for some reason, the housing projects in Chicago were deemed to be, just a bad idea. I don't know why they thought that was a bad idea. So they they started moving people to these like Edward Scissorhands fucking perfect towns. Like they tore down like the worst projects in the country and just moved everybody to like fucking Pleasantville. Well, and that's what isn't it? Didn't that happen or not? There. Did that happen or not?
Sure.
Okay.
But check it out. They built the project so they'll have that army. They were like, okay, let's put 100,000 people.
No, I know
there,
that.
Right on
and then
top
we'll
of
move
each other.
them there.
Well, that's why I specifically. But it's not. See, the thing is, like, the Section 8 housing in this country. It's not like there's never been a ghetto before. It's not like there's never been government housing before. They know fucking exactly what happens when you do that. Fucking set it up that way, anyways. So that you're right. They built the army and then
they built the army and then moved it out
to scare white people into voting to take guns away. Basically, that's
like,
pretty much the long and short of it. That's
free rent is a motherfucker, and it can move anybody anywhere.
Oh yeah,
I'm just telling you right
I'll
now.
move to fucking Ohio right now.
I will move to fucking Saudi Arabia if I had
free rent and internet.
I'd pretend to be a fucking Muslim, dude.
Yeah,
I'd be rolling to Mecca and all that.
Yeah, this is Obama's fault.
Totally
definitely.
Obama's fault.
We fucking hate every president. So let's get back to dogs.
Dogs.
Who's the president? Who's the president of dogs these days?
Isn't it Barack Obama too?
I don't know.
They got that
is he in charge of dogs?
Dog. I don't know. I heard they have like a live-in dog trainer though. I want to know how I can get that gig.
Yeah. Well, no, he's a public servant. It's not easy. You
probably have to. Sorry.
What?
Probably have to start. You probably have to sell crack and let him suck your dick every night, and he'll probably give you the job right away.
I mean, I can do all that. That's how I got to this place.
Who, Barack Obama? That is.
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
That is the word on the street. Is that he was into the bathhouse scene.
He was into fucking trannies, men, crack. I don't give a fuck that guy.
There's been a lot of tell-alls on his homosexual days. A
lot of high class stuff.
Yeah. No, he was the kind of like the stories that come out are like limo rides and cocaine and fucking that whole scene. Yeah.
Well, you don't get to be president without doing that
you
stuff.
Don't.
So
that is the path to the presidency.
It's like, hey, you gotta put this on film, do some dirty dirt. It's got to be sexual too. It's always sexual with the presidency.
Oh, they got to get some blackmail shit.
It's always sexual stuff.
They need some shit.
Because look at the mayor of Detroit. He's like, smoke crack. What? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, no, that was DC. Or no, was it?
No, that's Detroit.
Oh, and he had.
Was it? Oh no, it was in Ontario.
I was gonna say Toronto.
Ontario. Yeah, Toronto. No, it was a Canadian.
Yeah. That guy was nuts.
Yeah. Aggressive cancer now.
He was good.
He has what?
He has aggressive cancer.
That's because the CIA has the cancer gun, and they have a heart attack gun.
They just put it into his crack. No.
They have a heart attack gun. They have a heart attack gun they can shoot you with. You won't even feel it.
Yeah, but
and then like 8 hours later, you'll die of a heart attack. That's fucking
no.
real.
Why not just claim that that's what happened in this case without any evidence? That's a good way.
I feel like I can't believe you unless I saw that on some conspiracy page on the internet.
Right.
That's usually where I see that stuff.
No, the stuff about them having them having those weapons is true, but you have no idea if that has anything to do with Rob Ford.
Yeah, that's why heart disease is the #1 killer of fucking all Americans ever.
I wonder if Rob Ford has a dog.
Yeah.
Who's that?
We're supposed to be talking about fucking dogs with this guy. This
okay.
guy.
Check it out.
Crack and
What's
Rob
going
Ford
on with
much more interesting. I mean,
well. Yeah, I mean, that guy was...
leads.
It's hard not to talk about that guy because he was so fucking good. It was like the story just kept getting worse and worse every day. What was he, Democrat or Republican?
Who?
Rob Ford?
I don't know many
wait a second. He was in Canada.
Crack.
Yeah.
So.
They have a whole different deal in Canada.
He
was in fucking Canada. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So but I think he was probably a liberal.
You think so?
They're all liberals in Canada.
But
Socialist.
a lot of times it's the conservative guys that turn up having this like crazy fucked up behind the scenes life. You know, they all do. Whatever. Dogs. Mike Toland. What's the name of your shit again?
We have the dog district in Darien, but it's owned by my dog training company, 3R Dog Training, which does the rescue as well.
And you started that on your own, right?
Yeah, so it was originally just me, but then Tasha hopped on board, and it was just her and I for about 3-4 years, and then we found some investors, and they helped us open it, and
awesome.
Now we have this 2-acre dog daycare property.
That's the dream, man.
Actually, I got to stop you right there. He has a question about dogs and how they relate to sharks on land. So.
Let's hear it. I know so much about sharks.
Okay.
No,
ask a question that you had earlier.
Whatever, this is bad timing, but I was going to
Sorry.
I mean, I was going to get into something else, but since you did this to me, I'll say that I often refer to pit bulls as land sharks.
Land sharks. They make a beer called that,
Yeah, I know, and it's also a Saturday Night Live sketch and shit like
BMW.
that. But I didn't have time to work this out, so that's what they're called right now. And I know that this is constantly like a big controversial issue, and I know a lot of dog people are concerned that many people don't understand how evil pit bulls are. So why don't you speak to that a little bit about what people need to be aware of when they're around evil dogs like pit bulls?
Well, I might have to disagree on their evilness, but I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, all dogs are
just play
they're cold-blooded killers, but realistically, it's just
Whoa,
they are though.
I know they are.
They're all
So are
just
cats.
the same. It all comes down to like capacity. So the pit bulls, they're people pleasers. So all these dogs end up in animal control and the dog fighting ring recovery and stuff because people praise them for being aggressive, so they repeat these behaviors because they think they're making someone happy by doing it.
Sure.
So it just because they have this capacity to the lockjaw or whatever, I've heard that it
Is
might
it
be
just
a
their
myth.
pheisical makeup that makes them so attractive for like fighting and
It's
stuff?
been 200 years of breeding in the making. I mean,
And they were bred to fight.
I mean, they were bred to bait bulls originally, I think.
Now,
so.
I'm not trying to be devil's advocate, but it just occurred to me that a lot of people do make that case of like, hey, this is a cultural thing and we've been doing this for generation after generation after generation. Have you run into that kind of thing? Is this a really pervasive cultural and have they been bred to fight, in other words?
Not so much anymore. You hear stuff about people with dog fighting, like breeding and stuff, and they have like some really gross techniques that no one even really wants to talk about, but there's another
talk
side
about
to
it.
it.
I want to talk about
You
it.
really want to know about it?
We're about like nitty gritty.
All right.
so-
I did when I was listening. I did hear like 90 fucks. So I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm okay.
There's some fucks, some cunts.
Well, I mean, if you want to get to
I'll
the
tell you my
nitty-gritty of it,
understanding of it, and then
let's
you
hear
can
it.
tell me if I'm wrong or
We'll
right.
go back to back.
But let's not. But honestly, let's talk about this, but not. I don't know. I don't like to make light of like animal cruelty. Really.
No, me neither.
Oh, I'm not gonna
I'm talking
make
about
light
the
of it.
process.
We will probably kind of.
I'm gonna make some people
No,
cry.
I'm talking about the process here. So what you do is you get a dog, right? You put him in a cage, right? You always kick it and stuff and say, hey, you fucking, and then you mix fucking gunpowder in with their meat, right? Is that how it works?
You're right so far. Keep going.
So, really?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
Gunpowder?
Yeah.
No, I'm totally
Never
kidding.
heard of
Yeah,
that.
That's
even
not
close.
true?
No, not at all. Not at all.
We have a fact checker. Can you check that?
Gunpowder? Why would they make dogs eat gunpowder?
To make them fucking
They're
insane. In the
So when
mem-
they
fighting.
in
fart,
the
like, it
membrane.
explodes them towards other dogs, so they fight real hard.
Why don't
No.
they just give them some of the? You
Yeah,
give them Coke, right?
No,
we
it's
talked
more,
about that
it's more
earlier.
genetics. They don't even try that hard. When it comes to the physical workouts, that's only the dogs that have actually like made it into a fighting level. They're like disgusting with how they raise these dogs. So they'll take litters of puppies and just take the last one left. They don't feed them, they don't water them. It's
I'll
That's the
just get
thing.
the toughest one.
literally, and then they just make generations.
Okay,
of
hold
dogs,
on.
so-
What happened? Excuse me?
Wait, let the guy fucking,
Oh, sorry.
our in studio guest.
What does our
You can't-
conspiracy website have to say about gunpowder
That's
and
the
dog
thing.
food?
There's actually a bunch of them here that say that that's something that people do for fighting dogs. They feed them gunpowder.
Was it written by Chief Keef by chance?
Who's the dog expert around here now?
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been posted. I don't know. I mean, I guess no, people are gonna do no matter what it takes. I mean, if it's a people pleasing dog and if the dog feels like they're doing something good by making someone happy by being bad, they'll keep doing it. Gunpowder, that's a little ridiculous though. But I mean,
You never heard of that?
No. I mean, there's like
Would you try that with any of your dogs? Do you think?
Never. No, we're all about the fixing of it. But I mean, we
Wait,
do
I
see
thought
some
you
of those
were-
dogs.
You fix the dogs?
See,
Yeah.
earlier when she said you were coming in, I thought you were like doing dog fights.
See,
I
now
thought
that's
that was
that's
like your
usually just
thing.
what we tell people to
We
like
had- yeah.
get the show booked, and then once we get there, we're like, no, we're all about animal
Fucking
peace,
bait and
yeah.
switch. We wanted. We thought we.
You thought this was going to be exciting, but no, it's going to be.
and I
real
thought I
boring.
could get like some inside tips on
No, yeah.
betting and shit.
What if I
moves,
brought
you know?
one here and then it just like started just going nuts in here?
You
That
didn't
wouldn't
bring
be
any
good.
dogs
Kill
with
it.
you. That's
No,
right.
you guys asked me to come over here way past my bedtime.
What?
I don't know. The dogs get up at like
Yeah,
6
dude.
a.m. So I don't
Wait,
know.
When we
your
have-
dogs
wait.
get up at 6
Oh yeah,
a.m.?
no, I can hear them barking from my bedroom window.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
like
get
all
up with
40
the
of them.
sun,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy.
A lot of animals. I am actually more of a cat person, and when cats are like between the ages of 0 and 5, they go fucking nuts when the sun comes up. If they're outside, my cats go outside. Sun comes up, just fucking. It's just mayhem, just jumping up and down, just till I let them out the back door. And I know, yeah, a lot of dogs are like that too. So you started out. For those of you who are just joining us, started out illegally running a dog rescue in
Yes,
your.
let's put that out there. Let's get that
Well,
out there.
fuck it. Who cares? You're out of there.
We're
now.
out of there. Yeah, you can't
Dude.
prove it. I mean,
A lot of successful people, they get their start in illegal ways, and you know what I mean. This is in the entertainment world. It's not uncommon to sell drugs to fund your career and then get it going. You fucking. It's not that bad.
Just
you
a little
sold
dog smuggling,
You
huh? It's
sold
no
you
big
sold
deal.
drugs to fund a dog, right? I mean, so a dog rescue. So when you got all these fucking dogs, how long do you have the thing going on in your apartment before you got a real space to work out of?
it was about 3 years or so. But
3
it,
fucking years.
it didn't get really busy until about like that last year when we had like 10 or 12 dogs.
out of your house. And did you work full time somewhere else?
Oh no, I was full time.
So you were making money off this already.
Yeah, it was.
How are you making money?
Well, not just rescue. I mean, I did personal training all over the place. So yeah,
did you do grooming and shit? And
I didn't actually do grooming because it was just a little. I mean, it would have been in my shower, but that would have been creepy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now we have an actual grooming tub. But
I got a question.
let's hear it.
So you rescue dogs from just fighting dogs or like
No, I mean-
abandoned dogs? Where's like how do you rescue
Where are they
them?
coming from?
Do you show up in a van? Do you have a crew?
I wish. I mean,
where
will
do we get
eventually
all
be there.
these dogs?
Well, you see, we take the plane, right?
No, I mean seriously. Where do you?
It's much more simpler
you
than
go,
that.
You
There's-
go and get them, or
Yeah,
the
we go and
government calls
we
you.
go
or-
and get them, and it's
The
Chicago's
government
yeah.
calls you.
Does the government call you?
The government, animal control could give a shit about the dogs. That
They
are
don't
in there.
care.
They don't
They
give them
fucking-
names. They're literally
They'll
numbers
just call
on
the
cages.
cops, and
so.
the
Yeah.
cops will just shoot the dog.
No, the cops bring them in there, but then they stay there for about 7 days. Most of them end up not making it.
And have you noticed how fucking like uncompassionate and like borderline sadistic the people that tend to work in those jobs are? Like, I don't find in the government like positions that they're fucking animal lovers. They're just fucking assholes
yeah, you're
with a
preaching to the
job.
choir
Like,
because
yeah.
most of them just like get into the dog business thinking they're going to get away from people, but it's end up more people than any.
They
other
think it's like
industry.
Looney Tunes where you run around with a big net, just grab dogs, fucking have hijinks that involve
Yeah,
like
tie it to a tree with like a piece of cheese and.
Do you
Yeah,
have Do you have like a vet?
Yeah, we have a couple vets that we use just because you always are looking.
Oh, you
for
don't
the
have.
best
That's what I was
price,
asking. You don't have a vet in your
Not
staff?
on staff, no. But we have one right across the street
that
that we have
cost
for
you a fucking
emergencies.
fortune?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have one awesome veterinarian who's like right out of vet school, and we worked with her dog in training a lot. She has this big pity, and she pretty much helps us in every emergency that we have.
Are you
But
not for profit?
We are for profit, but our dog rescue obviously is not for profit. So
you're putting a lot of money back into this. As
yeah,
you
like
go.
our dog training.
Have you thought about
boarding, all
you
goes
know-
back?
Have you thought about becoming a non-for-profit because you're probably not taking too much money to do that? You're
No,
probably,
no. And I mean, we've thought about
And
it.
you
but
could that could benefit you
it's
quite
so
a bit.
it's so bureaucratic to get. It's called like a 501c3 to be the nonprofit. Or
We know
whatever.
what that is.
You guys
That's
know what that is.
That's
yeah.
the fucking. That's what.
It's like 9 years to get
18%.
approved.
Yeah. Well, and that's what churches do, and that's what.
That's what a church is 501.
Yeah, 501c3 churches are notorious for being shitty churches. Like a lot of people that are like, I didn't grow up religious. I don't honestly know very much about Christianity, but from what I understand, a lot of like the true fucking like good people who are trying to practice like original Christian values, I guess, don't like 501c3 churches because they're just money making.
The mega
schemes,
church type.
yeah,
exactly.
like,
I mean, we've been having trouble because we don't know how to get a 501c3, but not put the whole shebang up on a 501c3. So we've just been seeing stuff where we might have to give up the property if we sign up for a 501c3. So we got some lawyers helping us out to hopefully draft something up where we could do
Fucking
that.
shitty, man.
You need lawyers.
Everything needs
is
lawyers.
fucking
You
lawyers.
should have seen us
Now,
when we
how
were getting
about
the place.
How about this? What you want to do is help dogs live lives. But how fucking hard do they make that for you? That's all you want to do is preserve the life of dogs. That's pretty much right, broken down to its simplest form. You want dogs to not die suffering in the street. That's
a
your
good way of
whole
putting it.
fucking deal. And they're making it a bureaucratic nightmare for you to get this done.
Yeah, I can go back to where we get the dogs from. I mean, Chicago's animal control goes through managers like we go through underwear. So I mean, they make it a little bit tougher because they end up losing track. They literally every
Wait,
time
you
we
give
go
your
there,
dogs underwear?
Yeah, totally. You gotta keep up with the potty.
No,
somehow.
what did you say though?
No. I mean, when you go to animal control, I totally lost where I was going with
You
the
were using
underpants
like an
thing.
analogy,
Yeah,
like we go
yeah,
through that.
I mean,
like
I
you
totally
go
had this
through
awesome thing planned.
But
out in
I've
my
only.
head. But I mean, no, the dogs for animal control. If you get them, I lost it. There's no point. It's long gone.
Okay, let me ask you a
Way
question
too late
though.
for this. All right, let's hear it.
So you're out there always trying to save. So you driving down the street, right?
It's
see,
not
like-
that intense.
Okay, well, you don't drive down the street. You
No.
drive down the street
We
to
drive
get-
down the highway.
No,
No.
you drive down the street.
He drives straight
And
through
you
his
see- and you see
backyard,
like a
through his
fucking,
neighbor's
like-
yards,
And there's like a
directly
pile of
onto-
burning tires with puppies all up in them. And
Directly
you
onto
just
the
go
highway.
in there.
You get me all wrong here. And you see like a dying cat. Are you gonna be like?
And
I'm
he's got
"Fuck that
he's
dog."
got
I was gonna say dogs only, bro. No.
Is it dogs only?
No, I mean, if I saw something in pain and it wasn't trying to like attack me, I might like bring it somewhere to get some help. But it's not going to come to the dog district.
Why not?
I mean, just because
It's
it's,
the
not
dog district.
safe. Yeah,
It's not the cat fucking district.
It's not like first cats, then ducks, then parakeets.
Yeah, I don't know if
there's
there's a
only
totem
two
pole for the
animals we
district.
have.
I don't know.
No, there's only two animals we have in this country.
that we're
It's
domesticating
dogs and cats. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I guess you could,
You
but
know?
I also like to. We take it in thinking we're going to keep it alive, but then when you talk rescue dogs, they're still pretty animalistic. They're going to rip that thing apart. I mean,
Where do you put birds on your
Totem pole?
hierarchy of importance? I think birds are shit, and their eyes, they have like creepy dead eyes.
there's no
they're almost
limit to the negative things I could say about birds. But if my mom ends up listening to this, she will rip my dick off because she is the crazy bird lady. Like, so I can't say a bad thing. I'm gonna have to plead the fifth.
Yeah, you won't be able to have your mom jerk you off anymore at all, huh?
Yeah, no, it's just be awful.
What?
He said his mom would rip his dick off. That means that he wouldn't be able to have her jerk him off because I would give her the chance.
Too far. Too far.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Well, we can't do simple metaphors here.
I'll tell you-
Am
you
I on
wanna-
a radio show here?
You
What's
want to
going
hear
on?
about birds? Here.
I'm just saying that sucks. Like, I don't know if you want to get jerked off by your mom, but like if you no, but if you
I fully
wanted to,
expected like dog peanut butter nut jokes, but this is not. Where
if you wanted to, you wouldn't be able to anymore. That's my point.
Fact checker, look this up.
Look that
What up?
if his mom will jerk him off
Look
anymore.
All right. Spell your mom's maiden name for me,
just
please.
ask Siri. Just ask her.
Was that what you wanted her to look up?
Yeah. Which you were. I didn't know if you were telling the truth or not.
So now you're in your fucking place. How did you go about getting investors? Were these clients of yours?
Yeah, they were long-term
And
clients.
so they obviously believed in the work you did,
and they obviously had the means to help us get there, and yeah, it worked out awesome. Then they help us like run the books because we're obviously not numbers people by any means.
and did you buy a place? Or
Yeah, we bought it.
Man, that is fucking
It was an
cool.
old ass dog kennel. It took us like 6 months to.
And now you're set up.
Yeah, now we're fully set up.
So the dog district out in Hinsdale.
In Darien, we service
Darien.
Hinsdale probably more than anyone else. but
Okay. Well, that's where all the money is. That's,
Of course.
Yeah.
It's old money.
Old money out in Hinsdale. You can get lost in Hinsdale. That's the fucked up thing. It's like I've lived around here my whole life, and you can drive through there, and the neighborhoods are like purposely set up in a way to disorient you. It seems like it's but it's actually just layers of history on top of each other.
Exactly,
But like,
yeah, I have,
driving through Hinsdale is fucking impossible. You
I
can't
have
get
like
through there.
I do dog taxi in Hinsdale. It's 6 days a week. So like I have like 4 garage door openers and keys and everything.
What's a
and,
dog taxi?
like where I pick them up. These are dogs that people own and stuff. So I pick them up and drop them off for the day and stuff like that. So. I get lost in their houses sometimes.
Like you take dogs for walks?
No, not walks. I bring them back to dog daycare. Back
You ever
to
steal
dog
something
district.
out of these people's houses?
I mean, just
ever
like
seen something nice?
anything
You ever
that's
seen a
Tiffany
silver,
or anything that's like Swarovski, I usually tend to take. But anything,
What was that second one?
You see,
Swarovski, Crystal, come on,
you're
man.
joking around.
Swarovski?
You're joking around, but I'm not looking for that.
Never heard of that.
I'm not. You're joking
No,
around, but I'm not looking for that.
I mean,
I'm
people.
looking for
I
the
wouldn't.
truth
I wouldn't
here.
end up with so many
He's not gonna
garage door
tell you.
openers if
Well,
people trusted.
yeah.
I mean, I get lots of trust. I mean, I've even like
No,
house
you
sat a
can't
couple
in that
times,
line
but
of work. Is like I used to
Hinsdale
do.
people know where their shit is. You know,
Yeah,
like there's
yeah.
just no point. You know?
I've done catering for many years before I was a radio legend, and I was fucking I was a regular guy like you guys for a long time.
just one of the regular.
Yeah,
people,
just
huh?
like honestly, I was just like you. I swear to God, you would not believe it. And I used to work in a lot of those homes in Hinsdale doing catering, and it's funny, man. That feeling of like you don't have to be a criminal to all of a sudden somebody goes, here's the key for the back door so you can come in, do like holiday gigs and people just give you a key to their house. Yeah, let yourself in, get started and everything. We'll be home at 7. And it's like, you don't have to be a criminal to have that thought of like, make that calculation. Could I get enough stuff to skip town? Like, to make it worth it? Could I do it?
If I get more than 125
You're looking
I'll
around.
do it.
You're looking around and I'm poor my whole life. I don't fucking know any brand names of anything. I'm looking at things like, what is it? Is this fancy?
Just going for the
Is-
shiniest shit you can find. Yeah.
Is this fancy? Is it not? What is this toaster? Looks like it costs $600 fucking dollars. What the hell is this thing? It's got fucking 8 places for bread. It's got like a digital readout on it. It's fucking weird over there, man. They're rich fuckers over there.
I'm telling you, I get lost in houses sometimes. I mean, it's
Oh,
not
hell
that
yeah.
big. I mean, if I
Yeah.
have to go find the dog, if they don't feel like coming to the door, I gotta go find that thing.
I slipped one time. I was doing some catering, and I had like a classic like clumsy waiter slip on. I walked in a back door, and they had a fucking hot tub surrounded by like moose heads around the like foyer that they had, and it was a landing between the 2 floors, like a split level deal. And the landing had this hot tub and like fucking huge trophy game everywhere. And I walk in. I hadn't been in that door yet, and I'm like just looking up at these trophy game heads, like bewildered, and I slipped on the water from the fucking hot tub and fell straight on my back and then slid and fell down the stairs. Like, that's what happens in
Slinky
these
style.
people's
That's
houses.
not true.
See, no, that is true. That's completely true.
Wow.
I was working for LaBelle Catering out of LaGrange. Check out
Anybody-
LaBelle Catering. They're going to love that plug on this piece of shit show. Fucking talking about people's moms jerking them off.
Yeah, I can only
And
imagine.
LaBelle Catering.
No, it's fine. No, it's cool. I think what you do is fucking awesome.
Yeah. No,
Can you
that's
give us like a
It's
website
a great
or-
story. How can people do this?
If you go to www.dogdistrictdarien.com, that's where you can find pretty much everything. We have.
We don't have to. We don't have to wrap up exactly at 11.
No, we don't have to wrap up at all.
Because I kind of want to talk about a couple other things with him. Actually,
I'm not in any rush, but yeah, I mean, if you look on the website, you can see all the rescue dogs we have up for adoption there.
Sure.
So what was the site again? I'm sorry because I interrupted.
Dogdistrictdarien.com.
Okay.
Dog District Darien.
Can you make sure you put that up on our page?
And
Thanks.
do you guys take like donations and shit?
Yes, we do take donations.
Is that a
but,
different website?
It's if you go to the Dog District website, you'll see the training and rescue link, and that takes you to that website.
Word.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
So you know what? You don't need to be a non-for-profit.
Not really. We're a private pet rescue /
Keep
animal shelter.
keep doing good moral work for people, and who needs the legal protection? People will fucking take care of you in your community.
That's kind of how it's worked out. I mean, since we do.
As you,
It'll always
who
work
am I?
out.
Yeah, who am I fucking telling? The guy that
It'll
started
always work
the
out.
rescue out of his apartment. So
Every single week, this guy tells me, our unnamed host tells me, we start doing charity work, good things are gonna happen.
yeah, I keep suggesting that we do, and then we
and
never
I'm always
fucking
like,
do it.
yeah, sure. But I'm just running around trying to get rent money. You know what I mean?
I want to. Yeah,
It's like I should show up to one of those on the other end.
I've been-
At
It's
this
tough, but
point.
that's why you got to show up to charity where you just do work. You don't have to necessarily give money. We don't pay much for the rescue dogs besides the veterinary costs. So we just look like heroes.
I volunteered once in my life, and it was at a place that I had done community service at, forced, as for a crime, and so I went back. I went back once. I went back once to this fucking place, and I was like, at the time I was like, dude, I'm gonna come here every week, because what it was a school. It was a place for teachers who were at like low income schools could come in and get supplies. It was like a fucking recycling warehouse for books and school supplies. And I thought it was cool, and it was fun to talk to like the teachers and shit, and a lot of them were like hot young women, like 22-year-old, like just starting out teachers, and they were like just rotating in and out of the place all day. So it was pretty fun. Plus, it was a book recycling plant that people would drop off like shitloads of fucking old books, and you just get to sort through them, and they didn't give a shit. They're like, take whatever you want. I'm like, it was like instant good karma. I went and volunteered once. I grabbed 3 books. Sold one of them for like $250, another for $100, and another for $75.
I'm pretty sure that's how charity works. You're supposed
that's
to
how
you're
supposed to
suck
get
everything
money.
you can out of it to make profit off of it.
They're throwing these shits away. They're throwing them in a dumpster, and I was just grabbing them on my way out. Like,
that's the way to go.
It was fucking awesome. I'm telling you, that's instant good karma from doing charity all day. I got 3 valuable books.
People are constantly throwing away mad valuable
Dude,
stuff.
you would go to this place. They'd have a dumpster full of antique books and fucking the 1993 math book stack. Like, yeah, we need these. These fucking. They were throwing away the book that I sold, 1883, like Traveler's Guide to the Mediterranean.
That'll stay relevant.
Leather bound. No, but it's fucking valuable. So that's
Yeah.
and they just throw them in a dumpster. Like, that's charity for you. You can't run a charity and be smart. That's another bad thing. Is like business fucking minds aren't good at charities.
Yeah, they're trying to spend all the money they can to keep that subsidizing.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we want to avoid too. I mean, we've tried to avoid all the bureaucratic crap with the rescue dogs. Just keep it kind of focused on them.
You mentioned something. Andrea mentioned something earlier about how do you even pronounce it? Reiki? Is that right?
Reiki.
You into Reiki?
Yeah. Well, I got turned on to it by this dog trainer I was learning from back when I was like 19.
Just for stupid people like me, can we just define what that is real quick?
Sure.
I'm so white, so defining this is so hard.
I can define it real fast for you.
right, go ahead.
Wikipedia, you guys have a fact checker for this, don't you? No, I'm kidding. But
Reiki is. You can go.
No,
ahead.
you go ahead. I want to hear. No, we
Okay,
did this last
Reiki-
time. Let's hear yours first. I like
Yeah.
this.
Reiki
is when
Reiki
you
is the
eat gunpowder.
No. What you do is you stir your gunpowder in with the meat, 1 egg, 14 bat legs, and
12
a pile
parts
of shit.
gunpowder.
No, Reiki is
call it
Reiki is
right.
healing people through thought and using your chi.
Please talk
using
in
your
your
chi.
mics.
Sorry.
Thanks.
And you express gratitude, a feeling of gratitude to them, and consciously heal them. But Reiki masters can actually see colors and what's off, and they can actually smooth it out with theirs.
Like areas of tension in your body or something.
No,
or-
they can actually see colors of chakras and all this shit, dude.
You're so much closer than the gunpowder thing last time.
Yeah.
I really
No, the gunpowder thing was true, wasn't it?
I still
It
can't
was
believe
something that people believe.
But they do it.
I mean, they do it
Somebody's
because they think
probably
it
done
works,
it.
but
No, they
If-
they mix fucking gunpowder with cocaine in like Africa.
I mean, have you seen Idiocracy?
I saw that in a movie.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
dude.
sure they'll do anything.
You just mentioned
You
our
just
favorite
mentioned
movie.
my favorite
It's
movie.
what the plants crave.
Yeah.
I
Holy
forgot what we
shit,
were
that's
talking
that's
about,
like
though.
the show favorite.
I
Yeah.
have the
Oh.
definition of Reiki.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
there we go.
Okay, it's made of 2 words, one meaning God's wisdom or the higher power, and the other one meaning life force energy. So it essentially means spiritually guided life force energy. And it's described as a wonderful glowing radiance that flows through and around you.
That was written by an Asian.
That's a crappy ass definition. Is that off Wikipedia?
I have a Reiki
No.
book in my car. You want me to go get it?
Reiki.org.
No, I can define it for that.
Yeah, let's
at
hear
least
you
like
define
that.
it now.
So I mean, that's pretty close. But I mean, the only difference from what you said, which is pretty close, Bon, is that it's not like the actual person that's doing the Reiki. It's like Andrea just said. You kind of channel a universal energy to give the body what it needs to start healing itself. Like you're not going to cure cancer with Reiki.
I'm
but
there
having
are
a trouble
instant healing stuff.
conceptualizing
Yeah.
this though. Is Reiki a
It's energy through the hands.
yeah, but
chi.
when you're using the word, is it a word for a process? Is it a word for a philosophy? Is it a word for an understanding? What is it?
it's kind of. I guess it's kind of all the above. I don't want to sound like a.
But there's
cryptic
like 5
douche or
different
anything,
sects
but-
to it, right?
Technique.
Like
Yeah,
5
I mean-
different. Because I've looked into it. There's
Is
5
it?
different.
But so
like,
when you
this,
say
this,
Reiki, it encompasses a lot of this stuff. But Reiki specifically prefers to a technique of healing.
Yeah,
Hand
there's,
healing.
there's so many different types. Like I just, it's gonna sound weird, but me and Tasha have been taking classes from a shaman, and he knows lots of different types of Reiki. And there's
What kind of
this,
shaman?
He's just like this old white guy, but he's super like I don't know.
Aren't there all kinds of
shamany.
shamans? Isn't a shaman like within your society?
I don't know like
or-
what certification there is, but I mean,
Can you just call yourself a shaman?
Yeah, maybe I
I'm
am
a
now.
shaman.
Have you
Yeah.
successfully used Reiki on anybody?
We only really use it on the dogs. I mean, you can only learn it on a human, but dogs are so much quicker and easier to work on. I mean,
You know why dogs are cool with it when it comes to chi and Reiki and all this
they
shit?
don't, like,
Because
hold on
I
to-
do Tai Chi as well.
Nice.
It's because you can actually go behind them and they'll look at you make a hand push your energy out, and they'll feel it, and they'll look at you like, fuck.
They're way more sensitive
yeah,
to
right.
that stuff. I
That's
mean,
why have you done that?
They don't hold on to tension like we do. So I mean, I work with them.
Well, and they don't have like a super ego, as a lot of psychologists would say, right?
that's for
They have the basic and the id ego or whatever, their
like
basic
third
desires,
graders,
and,
basically.
or like yeah, I guess.
Sorry about what I said earlier. I forgot I was on the radio and I wasn't explaining what I was doing.
What?
I was talking about Reiki.
Oh,
Yeah.
too much hand motion.
Yeah, right.
We should strap you down so you're fucking forced to use your
I will
vocabulary.
use my imagination now.
But anyway, so you're. Is this something you were interested in already? In that you were how
Reiki?
Yeah, because you're clearly a guy who's got this kind of noble calling, and you're doing you do. I mean, you've presumably, because I know what it takes to fucking do something from the ground up. You've sacrificed a lot for what you've got right now. Surely,
That's for
I mean,
sure.
so where did the Reiki and the metaphysical aspect come into this? Do you have a background in
definitely
this?
came up unexpectedly. I mean, I got into this business just solely for dogs, and I never really believed it. And it definitely, even when the guy told me about it, it definitely sounded a little bit like humbo jumbo. I don't know. It just sounded weird. Reiki at its core. I mean, you see someone just hovering their hand above someone. It looks.
Wait a second. Are we not calling him out for humbo jumbo?
Should I fact check it?
fact check?
Fact check humbo. Is humbo
Why
jumbo
don't
a
you
thing?
look it up?
I feel like we're
Look it
about to
up.
find a recipe. I feel. But
Yeah.
No, Reiki. Okay, me and you are probably on the same page as
hobo
to
jambalaya.
Reiki is fucking crazy, but it's kind of hard to explain because
it
there's
is.
so
It's,
many
it's
weird.
like the wind. I mean,
things,
sometimes it's
dude.
there, sometimes it's not. It's just everywhere.
Reiki.
Supposedly these like Chinese women are really good at it, and I'm pretty sure they're in like Oak Park or something like that.
Oh, I haven't heard about
Yeah,
this.
Chinese women in Oak
From
Park.
what I heard, I heard it at the Tai Chi Center over there.
Is this
What?
Reiki?
It's
I
an-
think this is a massage part.
Yes.
No,
this is-
no.
That's a whole other
These
thing.
no
This is-
girls, women tend to do Reiki more than men.
Oh, yeah,
for some
definitely.
reason it's they can actually see your motherfucking colors, your spectrum,
Your chakra.
your chakra spectrum.
Yeah.
Purple at top, red on the bottom, and all in between. And you can walk in there and they'll be like, look, your fucking red's fucked up or your green's fucked up. And
They have like cameras you can get your aura photographed.
no, it's 100%
Really?
real. Yeah.
I didn't know about
There's
that.
I
there's
told you
conventions,
that.
like little Reiki conventions, and me and Tasha got our aura
You
photographed.
can get like
Oh, yeah? How'd yours
it's
look?
infrared. It's
It was like mine
polarized.
was like all red, and it like consumed you. You could barely see me, and Tasha's had all sorts of different colors.
I was
in it.
once told that I had like a gray aura.
That's what
which is
color mine.
really bad.
That means
no,
you're dead
that's what
inside.
colors. That's what color mine is because I
Yeah,
can see mine.
that was
actually.
no
I can see it
good.
right now.
Sometimes, I mean, I think it changes all the time. It could just mean that you're just suppressing yourself that day. It doesn't mean that you're always gray.
It was in a bad time too. I was
feel
like,
like
I was
maybe right
pretty
now you're
fucking
kind of
pissed
like a
off and
pink. I don't
depressed.
know. I'm
Me?
getting like a pink vibe right now.
I'm in a hell of a lot better place than I was when I was gray. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, that's
that
always
was
good.
that was during it struck me because
No, gray's good.
it was someone that I trusted and who was interested in this stuff, and they were saying like, I'm worried about you because you're fucking gray as fuck, and
That'll scare you when you don't understand it. I mean,
well, I understood it. I mean, I was on this path as a kid. I think I read the book Celestine Prophecy when I was like 14. You know that book? It's kind of one of the. It's almost like a pop bestseller kind of thing, isn't it? Or was it more like just like a cult kind of? It was pretty. It did pretty decent, and it introduced a lot of these like ideas of the transference of energy between humans and the way that it
gotcha.
works and stuff, and a lot of these things I kind of have been on that path for a long time. What the fuck am I even talking about? Why did I go on this?
We're talking about metaphysics, and it's so mind-boggling that you can go anywhere, man.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's just like
I felt like I
projection, man.
I'm
felt-
total. No, astral projection is straight legit. I've done it.
I've seen about it in horror movies.
No, it's weird, man.
astral projection. What do you-
Astral projection.
Where do
It's
you get your
astral,
DMT
isn't it?
from?
With an L?
Astral projection.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? Because is that the same as remote viewing?
No, fuck no.
No?
Remote viewing happens through meditation. Oh well, astral projection is extra
It's usually
dimensional.
meditation guided though.
It's it's mostly extra dimensional, meaning.
But it's
some
the same
people-
idea.
some
Isn't it the
peop-
same idea as remote viewing? Is like basically sending a mind camera out to fucking do whatever you want
Well,
with? Like,
sure, but check it out. I've had this experience for like 2 years. The people I talk to that say that they've seen like red everything, and there's people that I've talked to that say they've seen purple everything. I've seen like when I did it, it was like
What are you talking about?
When you're out in this other
When you
realm,
explain that
everything's
to
fucking
people. When you
it's like a
meditate,
hue.
you
It's like a
achieve
hue.
you achieve
It's
what
like
you
a-
consider to be a state of astral projection. You experience just like a color sensation.
No. Like you're where you are, but everything's like a different color of like whooshing weirdness. Everything's a hue of a color. And
What do you think about astral projection?
I mean, kind of what you're describing is kind of like what I went through when we got our last Reiki attunement. When I got
Was it blue?
No, I mean the colors are always gonna be different because we all have different biochemistries going on and stuff. But I mean, I was seeing a ton of greens and yellows, and the shaman speaks full Navajo, so he was just like mumbling, and it had me like kind of tripping out a little bit. It's giving me chills kind of talking about
weird.
it.
Now,
no,
when
it's
someone's
creepy,
speaking
dude.
Navajo, that's one of those languages that is like so foreign to your understanding. It's
I'm
like
so
mystic.
white. It's just
like
not even
it's like
funny.
Japanese. It's like you have no
Well,
because
Reiki
did you ever
is Japanese, so
Well, okay.
even that was pretty foreign.
did
to
you
me.
ever try to speak Japanese?
Hell no.
I did like a CD language course for weeks on my way to and from work, and I was just trying to learn fucking hello, how are you, where's the bathroom, and like the sounds were so foreign to me. I felt like I needed someone to write it for me, say it in a room, help me say. It was like I couldn't do it on just an
personal
audio
tutor, yeah.
fucking lesson. It was impossible. Which
And then you ate a bag of Doritos and was like, "Why can't I learn?"
yeah, and a Mountain Dew.
Yeah, right.
Fucking started twitching in a parking garage, passed out in the
And then,
corner.
and then somebody's calling.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Let them on the show. Somebody wants on. Let me bring him on. Fuck. Hang on.
Hello?
You're on the Sunday
Hello.
Evening Overdose. Who is this?
This is Joey.
Oh, it's Joey Callis from Downers Grove, one of our frequent callers. How's it going?
What?
Pretty good. You guys still talking about Reiki and astral projection?
Yeah,
dude.
Let's hear it.
We only got like a 12-second delay. It's not that bad.
Oh, okay. Good. Well, yeah, I've experienced both. Reiki is nice. Astral projection the experience has been rare for me, but I've experienced what people describe as astral projection.
Go on.
I agree with the Earthling about a blue hue to everything while you're having the out of body
What is a
experience.
hue?
It means
Like a blue,
let's say you
fuzzy-
Like a,
let's say you
tint.
you had a
TV
photograph
screen almost.
and everything was like
Like a
red
tint or a
tinted.
coloration.
You can set your video player on your computer to do these different hues.
Like a filter on Instagram?
Yeah, but it's whooshy. It's whooshy and it's weird. It's whooshy and it's
Pretty
weird,
much.
and
And
you're
it's like-
not
it's-
very
it's like
heavy and you
can
can't get
sort of
traction.
kind of interact with the physical objects around you, but like it's like you're a ghost basically.
That's what's up. He knows what's up. Word up.
Yeah, it's like and the whole idea like you can go wherever you want to manifest whatever. Like maybe if you're like super patient and in control of your psyche, but like I was only able to like float around in my room for a little bit before
Before
I
you
wake
were
up or go into like a full on dream that I'm like not in control
absolutely,
of. You know what I mean?
dude. Same experience. You can't get far from your room. You can open the door. You can walk out. You can try to get away. You can't walk very fast because you're really light, and you can't get any traction. You fall real slow. Yeah, that's astral projection.
Yep.
Now when you're talking about remote viewing, you're talking about a meditative state of flying out of your body and flying there. It can't happen. Well, you talked about it as well.
I feel like I should know this, but I don't.
I
Yeah.
don't think I would know as much about that. That's not so much what I
Looks like I'm the man with all the knowledge here. Well, folks, anything else, caller?
But Reiki, I've had Reiki done on me a few times in my life, and
What'd you
I
think of
enjoy
it?
that thoroughly. I believe in that.
Now, so when you say, do you mind going into a little bit more detail about that?
Sure. I mean, just as like it was
Did
like
you
a
have
week
a-
ago. I
did
got
you-
Reiki actually.
did you have
oddly enough, and I have a friend of mine who's been doing it for a long time.
Did you have a
It's
certain?
attuned or in tune?
Hey, shut up! Did you have a
Shut the
certain?
fuck up.
Did you have a certain ailment that you were attempting to cure, or was this like an idea of
No,
trying to
it's
become more
essentially-
balanced?
It's
or
essentially to help you reach peace of mind.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
like, mind, body, and spirit
and so, what did you
being
feel?
unified and peaceful and in harmony.
What
But
did you
what-
get from
what-
this besides the supernatural ability to interrupt?
Wait, say that again?
Nothing. What did you get out of this?
Dude, not cool, man.
It's a calming experience. Depending on who you go to, they'll tell you different things. the person who did it on me said that my aura was a blue color. She's also told me before that it's been a green color. She said this time around, she said they can tell like how much activity is going on in your chakras, and she told me it was weird because like there's no activity going on in any of my chakras, just a little bit in my throat chakra, but mostly my third eye chakra was like extremely active.
Cigarettes.
That's
dude.
why she said
focused
blue
most
and
of her
green,
energy
because
on that
green is throat
to like
and
calm
fucking.
it down, you know.
It's fucking.
You do have a
you
fucking
smoke cigarettes, don't
impeccable
you?
ability to
do.
interrupt
So
the
do you.
shit out of fools.
And I'm doing it to you.
Yeah. Whoa, hey.
Now.
Hey, what the? How are you gonna call me an
Hold on.
interrupter?
You smoke cigarettes, yeah?
Yep, I'm smoking a cigarette right now.
Yeah. I wonder if that's your throat inflammation issue.
Wait, say that again?
I wonder if that's your issue with like throat inflammation. Could be, right?
Oh, maybe.
You know, though,
I'm
I've
not
seen.
gonna
Have you guys ever seen where certain people have made the claim that just foods you eat and colors you wear and colors maybe that you sleep around and like blankets and paint in your home can affect your chakra?
That's all those Reiki people
It's
talk
no,
about.
no, no. That's
Is that really?
It's not the fucking red wall. It's not the green plant. It's the sun that energizes your chakras in the whole spectrum, which is the matrix we're in. Because the sun's light spectrum is white, when split by a prism, becomes all the colors, all the vibrations. Our chakras line up with that rainbow. Plants line up with that rainbow. Animals
Right.
line up with that rainbow.
So it needs
so
to
when
be-
you
but-
have the energy coming down from the sun, and it's gonna fucking energize these crystalline things or whatever we are, whatever the fuck. Yeah,
Vibrations,
exactly.
essentially.
Okay, but what I'm
No,
asking-
no, it is
vibrations.
like
So it's
the-
not. Well,
What I'm- hang on, let me-
let me finish up. Let me finish up. It's not the wall. The wall absorbs all colors but the red. So if your whole fucking room is red, your red chakra will be more strong than any of your other ones because that's the only energy from the sun that you're getting. Or you can be around purple stuff. I wear a purple hat, for example. That makes me
Can
smart.
I ask you something?
Bitch.
Does this have? All right now? If you're going to try to break this into scientific terms, does this have to do with? See, color is has to do with how our eye perceives a light spectrum. Yeah. So.
Well,
Yeah. That's
sure.
Our brains are connected to our eyes, and that's how we're
But
fucking
the whole
talking about this
spectrum
shit.
is concurrent.
So
I mean,
no,
it's
no.
all
Listen to my question.
Sure. Sorry.
Is the color, if you were blind, would the color have the same effect on you? Do you have to see the color for it to have an effect on your
No,
aura?
absolutely
or is this
not.
fucking?
Absolutely not.
It's frequency based.
It's the
like
frequencies that are stripped from white light that get.
That's
to
what
you.
I'm trying to get
Yeah,
at.
yeah. You're right. You're right. Then
I feel like emotionally, though, if you were like colorblind, you'd probably be more, just like if you lose another sense, the other ones kind of get stronger. So like how like a red or a purple might make you feel smart. You know, for someone colorblind, they have to like, you know, they might get more sensation from touch or just, you know, feeling like they might.
So
be
if you
more
can't
sensitive.
perceive the color,
no, but what his question was: if you can't see color and you put you in a fucking green room,
Will it affect your aura-
is that going
aura
to affect
or your chakra
that
the same way?
chakra
Yeah.
the same way as somebody who can see the green? Absolutely, it would because it.
that's
right.
kind of how I feel about
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
That would make
Absolutely.
more sense to me almost.
What do you think,
than-
caller?
That's pretty cool. I would agree with that. I mean, it's like, you know,
Just
I
making
don't know,
shit up about
Daredevil theory, I guess they would call that. But
I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. What were you gonna say about that? I'm sorry. You kind of had. Did you have a different take on it? No, not
no,
not you. Hey, stop,
like,
stop.
fucking
Physical
stupid.
things around you, colors, and like the physical objects
You can't see me
interact
pointing.
with, plants and life you interact with. But it's also like more so than that. It's like the words you speak, like the vibrations, the physical sound vibrations that you actually give off. Like a lot of people who meditate will like chant in Sanskrit. I've done that before. And so it's like the
Wait.
physical vibrations that you actually make.
How
with
can you chant?
your
Can
vocal
you chant
cords
right now in
is like
Sanskrit?
extremely important in how you feel.
How can you chant in a dead language?
People still know it. I don't know.
Do you know it?
Been handed
Can you
down, it's been
chant right
preserved.
now?
I think the point of it is that no one knows how it was pronounced. Isn't that true?
Yeah, you can just make up anything. You can just go
Yeah, like when you're
blah, blah,
chanting,
blah,
it
blah, blah, blah,
starts with
blah,
like a
blah,
drum
blah.
circle or
Prove
something.
that
You
it's
just kind of
actually
get going.
Ancient Sanskrit that you're
Wait.
speaking, but
What was this
Yeah.
about a drum circle?
What'd you say?
It would, like, yeah, that's how the people start the chanting that I've seen. I've never done it before, but like you just like you're not really making a specific sound. I think it just kind of happens, you know.
It's
You are
Sanskrit.
so fucking positive with everything you say, dude. You're cool as hell. Give me a high five.
All right, I'm gonna give you that.
Oh, I want to put the mic up there so we can hear it on air.
Oh wait, let's go. Yeah, that's a good one.
Word up.
I've been
dude.
hearing like every burp and fart though, so I didn't even know if we needed it.
Wait,
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go, but yeah, I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents.
No, you can't go, man.
I
You can't go.
definitely
Hang
agree
up
with
on this fucking guy.
Reiki and its benefits or its potential for being beneficial.
hang on. What was that last thing you said?
I agree that Reiki has potential to be beneficial to a person's psyche.
Awesome.
Jesus Christ, dude. That guy said he was gonna fucking hang up with us. Who the fuck's better he gotta
Hang
do
up
tonight?
on you.
What's he gonna fucking do? Go play Pokemon and catch them all? And his fucking DS, his fucking woman's in the fucking other room sniffing cocaine,
Clearly
fucking getting
watching My
drunk,
Little
talking
Pony.
to her other boyfriend. Dude, you don't hang up on us. Fucking prick.
We hang up on him, and we have a fucking dial tone from the '90s still. How do you like that? That's how our phones work.
What you thought, bitch?
So, going back to this, now we've got a guy. Let's just paint the whole picture. Because I imagine you got to go home and go to bed, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sleeping right now.
He's just like,
Yeah, Mike Toland is your name. Is that correct?
That's how you say it.
And he's got the dog district. All right, this guy fucking had a dream, and he started running his business out of his apartment, like many of us, and worked really hard and got it going and got investors, and now is saving dogs by the buttload, as I think is that what it says
That
in
was
quotes?
quote
under
unquote, yeah.
on his T-shirt there. So Reiki healer of dogs, very fucking interesting character. Please support this business if you're in the area. What are the services you offer for pet owners around there? This is west suburbs of Chicago, by the
Yeah,
way.
in Darien at the Dog District, you can find dog training services, private, in-home, and on site at our 2-acre facility. We do dog daycare 6 days a week. We do dog boarding 7 days a week, and it's pretty much a 24/7 operation. We live on site, so we're pretty much always listening in.
So you're going on vacation, and no, really, you're going on vacation. You're going to end up paying your fucking nephew the same amount that these guys can give 24 fucking hour. I don't know anything about your prices, but I just mean instead of fucking doing some half-ass shit, leaving your dog alone all fucking day. You know?
I mean, instead of little Timmy leaving Maury on for your dog, at least they can play out in the dog daycare room. And
Are you
Instead
talking
of-
about
instead-
children? Or are you
Maury-
talking
I'm
I'm
about
talking
dogs?
about the dogs watching Maury Povich. This
Watching-
is real stuff.
I
out
thought
here.
you were talking about kids, like
Dogs watching Maury Povich exploiting fucking
torturing
disabled
your
and
dogs,
freaky people. You know? Yeah. Maury. I hate Maury.
Midday television is just cancer. You know.
I don't have a TV.
Television's cancer. We don't do TV here. This is like an anti-TV radio
This
show.
isn't a TV show.
Yeah.
No.
This isn't going to be edited.
Yeah. No
actually,
need to wear that shirt.
We might edit some clips
just
together
kidding.
to make you look
This
dumb.
is good.
No, so the dog district saving dogs by the buttload since what?
Yesterday,
2000,
2013 or 2011 if you count living in the apartment.
2011. All right. So Mike Toland, the dog district, check him out. Fucking patronize him. He's a great dude. Thank you for being on the
Thank
show.
you guys very much.
And please check back in with us at some time and let's talk metaphysics and dog rescue again for sure.
Definite.
And crack dealing.
That was weird.
And we
crack-
did a
didn't even
little
get
bit
crack
of-
dealing.
We touched on everything.
How the
I
fuck
think.
did we get around this far? You
Oh
see,
my god.
this is a good guest when you can get
You
around
know
to
what?
this many
Check
fucking.
this out, man. You're coming back. You're
right,
coming
I'll-
back.
Yeah, come back.
sometime.
We're gonna make you. If we get famous, here's the deal. If we get famous, you get famous.
I'm coming. I'm riding that coattail.
No, you're in. You're the best. I think this might be the best in studio guest we've ever had.
Absolutely, but hands down, you've played along with everything.
Nice.
You're the awesomest, dude.
Where is my ribbon? So I'm
Huh?
not leaving till I get that. So.
Oh, there's a go down the hallway there. Turn right. Turn left. It's kind of dark and there's no light, but just then turn right again. You'll get your ribbon right there
Oh, nice.
for sure.
I think we ought to head to a quick break. I know we're late, but
Quick break, yeah.
yeah, a quick break. We're gonna
Hey,
we're gonna
Be
be
on all
back
night, bitch.
on the Sunday evening overdose. Thank you very much.
It depresses me. I can use Google Maps to find your house. I swear to goodness, the internet takes all.